show on Bravo.
I saw the description. I didn't watch it yet.
The guy has a party and he just has a tiger walking around.
Really?
I can't believe you haven't seen it. I was like excited to talk to you about the show. There's one character on there that's amazing.
Are they related to the Shah of Iran?
No.
Or that's what they call the show in a racially insensitive culture.
It's Iranian Jersey Housewives. No difference.
Wow. No, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference. Persian money trumps all money.
There's some more commas and more zeros, yeah.
Big, giant, golden cats in your foyer.
The guy...
walking around with a tiger.
The guy, he goes, we don't rent buildings, we own them. And he just starts laughing. It's an interesting show. We tried to watch it last night.
Why can't somebody hoard World War I airplanes?
I had a guy that had an airplane. He had 2 airplanes. They were actually gliders.
Hoard the cast of fame. Say, I got Coco, I got Leroy, I'm holding out on Danny. I think I got a whole bunch of them.
I'm trying to think of all people from fame.
I drew a blank. My riff gun.
Who's the guy with the braids?
That was Leroy.
He was a good dancer.
He's a great dancer. Yeah. He's no longer with us. So if you hoarded him, you'd be in Dead Horse.
Okay.
You keep him behind the couch.
Back where I'm doing now. He's back on the couch.
You could keep him behind the couch, and he could lay there.
He could ride the horse.
He'd be riding the bed. Ride that dead horse into the sunset.
I don't want people to think I'm an asshole. You got to find humor in these horribly disgusting places. And so we do. We laugh at it a lot. And you have to. I'm trying to think of some really cool stuff we find.
Your friend Jackson sounds like
he had amazing stuff.
The gay guy on Family Guy that can never make up his mind.
Very much so.
I have 60,000 songs in my iPod. I'll never listen to all of them.
He struggled. He's going to love this, by the way. Oh, my God. He's struggled
I guess I could take out Blue Oyster Cult because I have so many B's with Beatles and Bad Brains and Beastie Boys, but I guess don't have that many F's.
You sound like the teacher on South Park.
You can go to hell!
No, not South Park. The one on Family Guy. Do you like Family Guy?
I love it. I guess that's the same guy.
At The Onion. I was like, do you guys like Family Guy? And they were like, no.
Well, The Onion, they write fucking fake news for a living.
Yeah, it wasn't smart enough for them. The Family Guy.
Well, how smart is fake news? I think it's fake. When people follow The Onion on Twitter, I'm like, you're getting tweets of make-believe shit. You could follow Colin, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're getting tweets like, hey, they found, what's that dictator's name that everybody's... They found Coney in Coney Island, and he actually entered the hot dog eating contest. That, it's not true. You're following, when people follow, the fake Phil Jackson, you're following...
Yeah, why do people follow fake people on Twitter? I agree with that.
I don't know why they follow, Drunk Hulk. Or,
Is that
Paxton is more... Cohen is more of a comic book guy. Maybe there's a great untapped humor of Hulk tired. That's the tweet. And you're filling your in.
That's funny?
He doesn't think it's funny because he's...
I like the fake Gary Busey. There's one called Not Gary Busey that's funny. There's a few fake accounts that I actually dig.
I should just open a fake account and I'll just do fake shit. Tracy Morgan. Say, I'm getting everybody pregnant. I'm hoarding vaginas around my penis area. Right around my mons pubis. I hoard vaginas. All shades. It don't matter. All of them. You come to my house, Matt Paxton, you won't be able to open the front door because of all the females. Yeah, that's my word is born right there. Female hoarding. That's what our James T. Kirk did. In outer space. Captain James T. Kirk hoarding green bitches. Your dream, because you told me you always want to take it to the next level, a recovering addict like me, and you're a guy that you always want the next thing, the next thing, the next thing.
Always.
So if you could actually stumble into John Wayne Gacy, your dream hoard.
I'd go in, yeah.
Huh?
I'd go in, sure.
But your dream hoard.
My dream hoard.
Is a crawl space filled with bodies.
No. Dead alligators would be sweet.
Wouldn't they just be shoes?
No, big alligators. They'd just be fucking awesome. I'd feel really cool, crawling around big, but they're dead, so they can't fuck me up.
But all it takes is one live one sleeping with the dead ones to ruin the
Oh,
day.
that'd be awesome, because you'd think they're dead, and then all of a sudden he snaps at you, and the rush would be awesome.
So you're a rush guy.
That's I need fixes, man. That's why I love going into a hoard when I think, oh, look, there's another cat. Oh, shit, it's a skunk. That gives me my highs now.
What is it like to be sprayed by a skunk? Walk us through it. Is there like...
It's not as complicated as you would think. It's a pretty quick...
But it's certainly...
Oh, shit, that's a skunk. I better move before... Oh, fuck. I just got sprayed.
Do you see the spray?
You see the tail go up, and then you smell like shit.
You don't see like a stream coming.
No, they're quick. They're really quick. You see the tail go up, and then you're done.
So you just see a tail go up, and then you're wet.
Because you think it's a black cat.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a skunk every time.
I had been pulling cats out all day. All day.
Here's the question. Did the cats think he was a black cat?
I wonder if they did.
And they just let him room with him for a while.
They're like, that fucking cat reeks, man. Let him stay.
And that's why the skunk sprayed you like, don't fuck up this gig for me,
He did have his own little perimeter in that. All the other cats were in a different place. It makes sense now.
It was like Pepe Le Pew. He just, you know.
Well, now that we understand the dynamics of that garage, it makes sense where the skunk was. But at the time, I didn't know.
You don't see a stream. Is it a stream or is it a mist?
It's a mist. No, it's a mist.
It's not wet.
No, it's a mist.
I always thought it was like piss.
No.
Have you ever been sprayed by a skunk?
It's like a mustery mist.
Matt just shook his head like, no, I'm not a fucking asshole. That was amazing. The take.
It's a great story. I love it. Like this now, I love it because my job is about content now. Like half my job's helping people. Now I got to do podcasts and all this stuff, and I got to write stories. And it's like I need good stories. So like now I have to put myself in these situations because that's my content. Like that's my economy. And
you
so
just
like
think of that mortgage in Richmond, and you go, you know
that
what?
Feeds the babies.
Dead alligators head first. We're going in. The skunk lifts up his tail, and then you are just covered in a scent. The reason I'm belaboring this point, the reason I'm beating this dead horse, is because it's unlike anything anyone has ever experienced. It's like being mauled by a fucking tiger. Like no one can really explain that. You know, no one knows what it's like to be bit by a snake.
I mean, I'm sure like the Jackass guys do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, on their dicks.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God, that was horrifying.
Actually. I pulled my dick out in a horde the other day on accident. I wasn't thinking. I really had to pee. Like I had to pee badly, and in this house is shit everywhere. I mean, literally shit upstairs. The basement had flooded like 10 times, so I was actually changing the
light bulb.
No, what's the what are the old glass?
I don't know, dude. It's your story.
What the hell? The thing you put in an electric box. Fuses. The old glass fuses. So I'm in the basement changing the fuses, and I'm like, I gotta piss. And the house already smells like shit. And I would have to go on like 2 miles up the street
to go to the bathroom in someone's house.
So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna piss. It was a dirt floor basement, and I was like, this is horrible. I shouldn't do this. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pee. And I'm peeing, and I'm like, well, this would be a good story for somebody's podcast, actually. And I'm peeing, and you just hear it hitting the floor. And the hoarder's like, is everything okay down there? And I'm like, oh no, oh my God, and I feel so bad. And I felt so bad.
Better, but you also felt better.
Because I had to pee so bad. And I go up there and I'm like, I couldn't. I was like, I got to tell you something. I'm sorry. I just peed in your basement. Like, I can't lie to you. Like, I felt so bad. She goes, that's all right. I shit in the kitchen. We're okay.
Oh,
so she didn't even care. But then
that might be one of the only times someone's pissed in someone's basement with no alcohol involved.
No alcohol, a lot of coffee. But here's the problem. I was telling the guys a story, and they're like, dude, that basement is just full of, like, mold. Like, you've got mold spores in your dick now. So then I had to go to Hardee's and get some damn, wipes for the chicken fingers so I wouldn't actually have mold spores on my dick. So I was actually in my
baby wipes.
Yeah, baby wipes. But I didn't have anything on me, so I had actually
baby
to go,
wipe your penis hole.
Yeah, but they were handy wipes from the chicken wings. So I had to actually go in the back of the truck and scrub my dick off so I wouldn't have mold on it.
You can get mold in your dick hole?
I don't know. Apparently.
Well, how do you know that's not Ronnie?
They might have been fucking with me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I found out the other day if you pee on an electrical fence, it'll go up to your dick.
Man, you got mold on your dick.
I didn't know that. I might have mold.
They say that if you piss in the subway, you got to be careful because you could piss on the third rail and get electrocuted. It goes.
I guess it would. Same thing as an electrical fence.
But a skunk spraying a third rail, it's not. Air is not a conduit.
That'd be awesome.
So the skunk sprays air.
Yeah, air. It's like a mist. It's like a fine mist, like at a water park.
Like an air wick.
Except it smells. Yeah, like an air wick. Yeah.
So does it feel like anything when it touches your body?
No, because you're jumping back, so you don't feel it. It's not like you're like, hey, I'm going to enjoy this spray. I mean, you naturally, oh shit, that's a skunk. Oh my God, there's a tail. All right, I got to go. And you're trying, but you're just not as fast as a skunk.
A little behind the ears.
Yeah, get a little bit there.
Oh, the skunk, man.
I'm trying to think the worst smell. Skunk is not the worst smell. Urine is usually the worst smell, by far.
When you found mermaid porn, we never got to this the last time. What exactly is mermaid? Is it a person dressed as a mermaid having sex?
It is. It's cartoons of mermaids.
You realize cartoons are not real people dressed as mermaids. They're cartoons.
I do, but they have large penises and very aggressive vaginas that are going at it.
How is that not way more popular?
I don't know.
I'm sure it is. Mermaid porn would be on.
Well, Google it. It's pretty popular. I mean, it's
really
about A&E. I apologize. I know you've asked me to stop talking about this, but
I can't type mermaid porn into my lap.
No, someone will show up. Somebody will show up if you type it in there. I'm sure you don't want it on yours.
Yeah, no. I got to keep the history clean too. Yeah. By the way, I know your podcast, 5 Decisions Away, is still sponsored by Gamefly?
It is sometimes, yes.
Okay. Our podcast is sponsored by Amazon.com, but if you go to jmohr.com to get to Amazon, we break a little bread. So you can get Matt Paxton's book, The Secret Lives of Hoarders.
Best way to get it. Go through your Amazon.
Go to jmohr.com and then click on the Amazon link and look for Matt Paxton's book, The Secret Lives of Hoarders. It's a really great book. And by the way, everybody that has bought stuff, I read your tweets. It really means the world to me. A lot of sunglasses. People buy a lot of sunglasses on Amazon. I never would have thought to buy.
Dude, you buy anything on Amazon, man.
A lot of books, a lot of movies.
Amazon is extremely supportive to the podcast community, man.
All videos.
It's all videos. Matt Paxton said mermaid porn is all videos. There's no still photography.
Google mermaid porn, no images come up.
No images come up when you Google search mermaid porn.
No images of fucking mermaid penetration. There's images of like the little mermaid.
All right. It's also listed under Disney porn. Apparently, there was a lot of like Disney characters dressed up.
Yeah, like the parody cartoon, the animated
anime stuff. Yeah.
Oh, totally. I can find you that in a second. I know where that is.
A
lot of Little Mermaid stuff. All right. Well, we're trying.
It gets weird. There's all. I mean, good Lord, I've learned there's some crazy stuff out there, man.
The worst smell is urine
by far.
Do you go to a hoard at this? You must. I think I know the answer to this, but you must go to some hoards and be like, amateur.
Oh, if there's not, I mean, we get bummed out if there's not like some dead cats or, I mean, we need something, you know, none of us are doing drugs anymore, so we need something that's gonna throw us, you know, get us high. And if it's not nasty or if for me, if the person's really down and there's like a lot of opportunity to help her, that'll give me a high. Like, I like that. If they're really down and depressed and I know I can make a difference, that's cool for me. That may not be healthy, but it works for me. But I love just a disgusting, horrific house. Everyone else is like, this is the worst house ever. I don't ever want to go in there. We should just blow it up. To me, that's like, awesome. Let's do it. Like, that's what I want to jump into right now.
You are the perfect example of, in the book Outliers, the Malcolm Gladwell book. We touched on this.
I am now listening to that on audible.com because of you.
Yeah?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Go buy the book Outliers. Go to jmohr.com, click on the Amazon link. Matt Cohen, you don't understand the wardrobe this kid's rocking. It costs a lot of money to have Matt Cohen come to the studio every day. But no one's an overnight success. They just don't exist. It's basically what the book says, as you can attest.
Yeah.
So you are the perfect example. Like, people go, well, that guy had a niche for himself. He shovels shit for a living, and he gets paid to be on TV. But what people don't realize is your aunt was a hoarder.
Yep.
And you were sent each summer.
Every summer I'd go there and clean.
To clean your entire, as a child.
Yeah. From like age 12 on.
And then when your grandfather died, you had to console your grandmother. Like, that was your job.
I lost my dad, my stepdad, both grandpas in about a year and a half time. And so I had to go through and clean all these houses.
So you had to clean the houses and console the living.
Yeah, at the same time.
You get a job at a summer camp, but unbeknownst to you, it's a camp for kids that have just lost their parents.
Yeah.
So
camp, yeah.
You think you're going to like do the fucking, swimmer's crawl and teach relay races to a bunch of kids. No, it's kids like, yeah, my parents died in a plane crash.
Well, like Tyrone, my dad got shot. We were playing basketball and he got shot in a drive-by.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're in this position. You're already an expert, as Malcolm Gladwell writes about, the 10,000 hours is what it takes to study greatness. 10,000 hours. Your 10,000 hours you hit early because you were always cleaning your aunt's house.
Yeah. Well, for me, I would say my greatness is failure. Like, I give a speech it's called 14 Years of Failure. I failed at every single thing I did. And at year 10, I was like, wait a minute, there's going to be opportunity in this failure. And for me, that was just hope. Like, I was like, there's got to be something good in this, or none of this makes sense. So for me, that was a little bit of a leap of faith. But for me, it was failure, and I failed like the best. I mean, I failed at everything. Like, I was the best